Um, and at some point, he just grabbed my hair and said, "I really like your hair, teacher. I want to cut it and keep it." And I was like, "No, I sit down." Hey strangers, hello Jess, and welcome to a new video. And today is gonna be a kind of vlog. I don't know if this can be adventure, but for me it was a really difficult, tiring month, and supposedly summer is the time when we are free, we have vacation, we are free to do whatever we want, but it wasn't for me. I decided from like a year ago or some months ago that I want to travel on November, December this year. So I decided to apply for a job, for a summer job. And probably I'm not the best talking in English or with listening, but I decided to take a risk and apply for a job. And I will never imagine, never ever, to take this job or to make this job. And I don't know how to explain it really, because it was really hard and weird, and I don't know, I learned a lot of things, I grow up a lot, and also I learned that the future is kind of fucked up, but I will explain that later. I applied for a teacher job in a school, of course in a summer school that normally it's a school of language, different kind of language, and it wasn't that hard. I have the study plan and all that, and it was curious. Supposedly I was going to have 6 kids for the first day, and at the end I had 12 kids and 2 of them were hitting each other. Already in the first day, they didn't even know the other. So I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And that was just the first day. The classroom was small, so I couldn't put all to do the stuff that I was planning to do with them. It was a chaos because 12 kids in a small room, and I didn't have enough space, and I couldn't make something good really with them because of the circumstances. So at the end of that day I was like, I'm dead, I don't want to do this anymore, I fucking give up. But the give up part was only inside my mind. So I said, okay, they can split the group if they are more than 12. They are 12, they can split it up, so I'm fine with only 6. So I had the choice to divide them, and I have to say that the first day I had 2 brothers, and one of them was really invading my... I usually like to have a bubble of a space for myself, but he got really near me and hugged me, but like his face was like this, and I was like, no thank you, can you please step away? And I was like, la 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 la. And at some point he just grabbed my hair and said, "I really like your hair, teacher. I want to cut it and keep it." And I was like, "No, I sit down." I was so freaked out. I mean, why do kids do that? It's kind of freaky. And I had to take care of my hair for the rest of the day. So, okay, I was tired at the end of that day, and I divided the group, and of course I didn't keep the stalker kid. Thank you for letting me get rid of him. Well, not get rid of him, but you know, I need my personal space. And the rest had... Yeah, of course, it's normal that kids want to hug you and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, I'm okay with hugs and... Teacher, blah blah blah. Can I hug you, teacher? Teacher, take care of me. Okay, you understand that part. But the hair part, cut my hair and keep it? No, thank you. So the next day they divided them as I asked for, and I suppose it was to have 6, but 3 kids came. No, so I had 9 and the other teacher had like 6. Yeah, it was nice that I had more, but okay. I said I'm cool with it. And I have 12, so that's okay. So the next day went a little easier, but at the same time was like, okay, I have to learn their names. I have to know what they want to do, or how can I work with them. And for the rest of those days was real okay. Yeah, of course, the first day was like, I'm going to die, I want to quit, please. Because I didn't really understand. My mom is a teacher, an English teacher actually, and she told me about strategies and what could I do, and she helped me actually with some activities. But when she works at a school, I didn't realize that she arrived so tired. Or I did, but I didn't thought that it was that hard. And the first day I called her and I was like, now I understand you. Now I understand why you're tired all the time. And she said like, yeah, you only have 9. But we have way a lot more in normal school. And I was like, yeah. I want to complain, but I won't. And... okay, I said that all the rest of the month, because it was actual month, was cool. But not the last week and a day. And not one kid. One kid, yeah. Okay, 2 kids. First, you have to connect and empathize with them, and empathize is easy till they are little monsters. And what do I mean with little monsters? One of them that arrived later was a really rude kid. Actually, it was a girl, and she was really rude. And I had a lot of troubles with her and with the other kids. And I don't know. I mean, I know that they really don't have the fault, but the way their parents treat them and the way their parents educate them says a lot. And that's why I said that the future is really fucked up. Because even if you try to explain them some things, for example, that the pit bulls aren't aggressive just because the race, I try to explain them that they are aggressive because the people makes them that way. And one of the kids really didn't understand what I was saying, and he said, that's why my parents give my dog away, because he was a pit bull, and they were afraid that that it was going to be aggressive. And I was like, excuse me? And I really tried to explain to him that that wasn't correct and that wasn't the way, but I couldn't at the end. He really didn't understand my point of view or what I was explaining, so I said, okay, let it go. It's not your responsibility. You're trying to teach them what's the best, but if they don't and their parents say a lot of things, you really can't change that. And what I mean with empathize is that, okay, I understand, you're a kid, you want to be in your house having vacation or in another place, but they bring you here to learn, have fun, and play. So you say, okay, we can do more things like that, or we can do activities that you would like, or that I would like when I was a kid. So I tried, but at some point it's really kind of hard, because the superior that was in charge of the teachers told us some teachers leave them to draw more than 4 hours, so you can't do that. You have to play more, and if they want, or you want, they can run, they can even how do I say, play to hit their hands. And I was like, wait, what? Are you crazy? Are you insane? And I didn't say a thing. I was like, okay. And the next day, the coordinator of the other school told us, you can't let them play all the time, they have to learn also. And we were like, okay, this is fuck up, but I will do it my way. So I tried to do my best, and I think I kind of did it. I will say that I will miss 2 kids, especially because I really enjoy spending time with them. They were 2 girls that were like the perfect kid. They didn't talk that much. If they talk, it was because they finished. And I was like, okay, they finish. I can't tell them to just be sitting and doing nothing while the rest finish. The schools, I don't really like schools. I mean, to learn, yeah, of course, I can do that. But to be in one, not really. I like schools, but I do not support the system. And a tutor that I had said the same, that he doesn't support the system, and I kind of understood it, but not really till now. And you see the system, and the system is really fucked up, and they don't think about the kids. Actually, I can say that they think about the kids as money bags, and even if you worry about them, if the parents and the system don't worry about them, there's nothing that we really can do. Because one day we went to a trip, the girl that was mischievous and that had sometimes the worst behavior, she was behaving well, and later that day when we were returning to the school, she told me that she was feeling sick, and I checked her and she had a little fever, but it was not that bad. And when we arrived, she was with a lot higher fever, and you could put the hand near her and you could feel the hot. So the school called her mom and to arrive for her because she really was burning, and all we could do was put a towel, wet towel, on her head so she couldn't feel worse. And I left her because I had to go, and I was really worried for her. And the next day, the assistants, even if I don't like that word, told us that the mom arrived kind of almost 1 hour later of the time they should leave, and that she blamed us that we didn't give her daughter enough drink, so she was dehydrated. And we were like, but she was burning. And she was like, yeah, but she blamed us, and she didn't really care that she was sick. And I was like, she's so fucked up. How can you really think that? And the next part is that they moved the classrooms, so I had to teach to other class of different kids the last week in a day. And well, actually it was last week, and everyone was really mad. Even the kids said, one told me, didn't they think, do they have brains? I was like, believe me, this is not happy at all for everyone. Everyone is really pissed off about this, but we can do a thing about it. And one of the kids was really acting like an adult or a teenager, if I can say it, but he didn't really want to do a thing. Like, I asked them to draw something, and he drew like I saw the drawings of the kids and of the kindergarten kids, and I can say that he drew worse than them. So, and later, well, the last day, he started to fight with a girl from another class that she really likes me, because I was her teacher the first day. So I was trying to save her or keep her calm, but this guy was bothering her a lot. So I asked one of the assistants to help me, and he didn't arrive. And the next day I learned that he wants to be a narco, and that he wanted to send someone to kill that girl. So it's like, so funny. What? And I told the assistant, see, I told you to help me, because he was bothering her and trying to hit her, kill her, I don't know, and I don't want to know. I don't know, the system is fucked up, the parents are a little bit fucked up. If someone wants to have kids and gets a job to teach them something, they can learn a lot of things. First, that they won't have a kid for a year or two, maybe. If it's really worse, then I had 3, or for the rest of their lives. But also you'll really learn to deal with them and to have fun with them and to empathize with them, because I don't really like kids. But for example, there was a little kid of another class that I don't know why, but I love her, and I always call her to say hi or to give her something, even if we weren't allowed to, because she was so cute. And even if she was still a little bit rude and spoiled, I didn't help with that, but it was just 3 weeks. I don't know how to say it. This was a kind of complaining about the job, because I really was tired, really tired. I ate and I just slept the rest of the afternoon, then woke up to do some school stuff for the next day, and then sleep again. It was fun. It was really fun. It was also really tiring. And I have to say that I admire the teachers, because there were 2 weeks that I was really sick. And of course, the kids had to behave worse when I was sick. And of course, you have to be the bad teacher sometimes, so they could pay attention and learn and just do something, because if not, they just do what they want and play and run and hit and hide and shout. It was really a hard experience, but I think it was worth it. I don't know, I really enjoyed it, even if it was really tiring. And like I said, I don't support the system, I don't support the future, because it's really weird with this kind of kids and the way their parents are showing them, teaching them about life. And by the way, there's a new acquisition in my wall of memories, and that is a ticket. That one is a ticket of one of the museums we went, and it was kind of fun, and it brought a lot of memories, and the kids got bored a lot, and I just grew up a lot in that month. Damn it. And I really miss some kids. Others I just wanted to kill them. Others you just want to try to understand them, but you really can't. Or you really can't help them, even if you want to. So now that I'm starting a little bit corny or a little bit emotional, I will end this video here. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry, I don't know where I'm gonna put this video because it's a kind of bit weird. So thank you for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed the video, and thank you for listening to me. It was really hard to explain this, but I think I kind of managed to do it, because okay, whatever. So subscribe if you haven't done it yet. I will leave the description here, and I will leave some videos that if you haven't seen them, you can see it. So I will see you in the next video. Bye!